Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mayor's Riverfront Park for a 5:30 p.m. kickoff between your Kalamazoo FC and Lansing Common FC. Now, we have a fantastic venue today. Fans are here. It is a beautiful 72 degrees out, lots of sun, perfect environment and atmosphere for some soccer today. Now, first and foremost, I will start with the lineups. We'll start with the Lansing Commons. As you can see, everybody getting ready. So, the Lansing Commons are going to come out in a 4-4-2 today. We've got just a normal 4-4-2, flat four across the back and the midfield. So the two up top will be number 9, Ty Usak, and number 18, Shetty Omar. Then we have Esteban Russell playing way over on the left. He's the number 10. We have Daniel Silva and Marco Bernardini, 14 and number 8 respectively, playing in those two central midfielder roles. And then we've got Munir Chanelli as the right mid, number 15. So then we've got Seth Russ, their number 12, as the left back, Alex Scott and Travis Hammers, number 16 and 24, playing as their center backs, and Kyle Scott, the number 2, as their right back, with Andrew Nicholson in goal for Lansing Commons. Now, we've got the Kalamazoo FC lineup, and as you probably could have predicted, we're coming out in a 3-5-2. So we'll go from top to bottom. We've got Spencer Straka and Manu Santos, instead of out wide, is going to play up top with him. Some good combinations they had there the other day. We've got Evan Marquez playing right underneath them as the attacking midfielder, with Elliot Miller out on the left, Ali Zohar and Giuseppe Vitale underneath as those defensive midfielder roles, and then Ryan Halloran way out on the right. And I'm excited to see what he's going to bring, just because he had 2 goals last game, and they're allowing him to get a little more forward this game because we know he's good in the air. So we've got Robbie Baker, Oscar McConnell as the central defender of the 3-back, and then Adrian Lara out right. So now we've got Robbie Baker and Adrian over there, who normally would be, starting in our USL games and kind of operating everything through the back there. They've left out Paul again this game, and I think it's more of a fatigue issue, not injury related, just kind of making sure he's got his feet underneath him and want him fresh for the upcoming games this week. And then, of course, your very own Parker Smith is going to start in goal for KZFC. So, like I said, it is a beautiful day. We've got about 3 minutes left till kickoff. Connor, what are you looking forward to today?
Miles, thank you for the kind introduction and getting those lineups out. I'm very excited, like I said, like you said, with the weather and everything. Friday night, the pitch definitely played a part in that game. It was a great result for us with the 5-0 win, but unfortunately, the weather was a bit of a factor there. Beautiful day today. I'm looking forward to the first 15 minutes, how we're going to press. That's been our key objective here, especially at home. What we've seen here in the last 4 or 5 games here at home is press in the first 15 minutes, put Lansing Commons under pressure, and really capitalize on those mistakes.
I like that. See, I think it's going to be like they played the other day, a set-piece battle. I really want to see what they'll be able to do against Lansing Commons, strictly because while I'm looking at the teams down here getting ready to line up and take the field, they look like a bigger squad. They've got some height on them, so I'm curious to see what Shane Lyons tries to implement going forward set-piece-wise.
You know what? Let's hit it right now.
Goalkeeper, Andrew Nicholson. Number 2, Kyle Scott. Number 8, Marco Bernardini. Number 9, Tyler Usiak. Number 10, Esteban Russell. Number 12, Seth Russ. Number 14, Daniel Silva. Number 15, Manir Shirali. Number 16, Alex Scott. Number 18, Shetty Omar. And number 24, Travis Hammers. And starting for your KZFC, in goal, Parker Smith. Number 2, Adrian Lara. Number 6, Robbie Baker. Number 12, Ryan Halloway. Number 14, Ali Zohar. Number 18, Giuseppe Vitale. Number 19, Elliot Miller. Number 34, Evan Marquez. Number 39, Spencer Straka. And number 95, Manu Santos. And now, please rise for our national anthem.
And now we've got the national anthem done, and I cannot wait for kickoff. We've got it coming here in about, 15, 20 seconds. Your Kalamazoo FC against the Lansing Commons. I hope everybody is excited as I am for the game today.
We should be, Miles. This is probably, other than our first USL a home game against South Bend Lions, this is the most we've had in our crowd here. It's great to see, beautiful weather. Let's get the game started.
Oh, and you can see them, too. They're throwing out shirts and towels to all the fans, thanking them for coming out, getting them hyped up early. It's going to be a great day. Going to be a great day. The players are taking the field. They're all excited. They're getting ready. They are lined up, and here we go, everybody. Here's kickoff.
Very interested already with the shape of Lansing. Looks like they're going to, my guess, we put the ball right here down the field and try to pin us in here.
Got Marco playing a big ball over there and immediately cleared back out by Baker. Well dealt with. Strzok on the ball on the left flank. Manu makes his run in behind, onside. Just a little too pacey for him. Ball's out. Goal kick, Lansing.
Going to be very dangerous with Manu Santos on that back line today, especially playing with Straka, who really likes to hold up that ball and really play off to the second striker. Going to be very intrigued to see that.
I don't know if anybody has really paid attention yet so far, but it looks like we have new nets out here today. Things are clean. Look at them. Brand new. They've even got the stanchions behind them to hold it up. Manu on the right flank. Oh, tries to find Straka essentially, but unfortunately hits off of Halloran's back. And now Lansing are going forward. Cut out well by McConnell. Lansing moving forward. Closed down by Marquez. Ball into the box by Lansing. Wayward clearance. Kyle Scott tries to serve a ball in. Comes back out to Straka. Straka's able to hold it up well. Scott. Bernardini. Bernardini again. Tries a big ball over the top to Russell. A little too big, though.
And Miles, in the first 2 minutes of this game, you really see Lansing kind of giving Kalamazoo a little bit of their own medicine, what we've seen from our side. Big balls over the top, picking up second balls, and putting us under pressure out of the back.
Good combination there, essentially. Straka finds Manu, and he's able to carry forward. Manu trying to isolate his man 1v1, top of the box. Manu on his left foot. Manu with a second chance. And over the bar, wide left. Not a bad effort, though. Got to test him early, especially Manu Santos, just because we all know, loves to try to beat his man 1v1. And you really got to set the tone early there as a forward, trying to break those guys down so they know what to expect a little bit. Scott on the throw. Shetty checked. Immediately ball given back to Scott, and Hammers swings it. Esteban Russell plays a ball into the far post. Parker can't do with it well. Ball in the box for Lansing. Scott tries a shot, doesn't get away. Shetty tries another one, and over the bar.
Yeah, definitely could have been an early costly mistake there by Parker Smith. Definitely great ball in from Lansing on that far left side there, and definitely needs to get that ball.
Lara. Big ball trying to find Manu, and is able to. Oh, I stand corrected. Little too much for him. Can't get his touch inside. Russ with the throw. Zohar. Finds Baker. Zohar asking for it back. Baker won't give it to him. Tells him to move. McConnell. Ball out right to Halloran. Halloran looking for options. Finds Manu. Manu closed down quickly. McConnell deals with the clearance.
Definitely want to see Kalamazoo Miles in these next 5 minutes. Get a little calm down here. Definitely want to get more possession. You know, us clearing the ball and inviting more pressure. Definitely doesn't fit the game plan and the tactics that really support what have made us successful so far this season.
I agree. I think something that you have said earlier in the season is just kind of feeling the game out. Well dealt with there by Parker Smith off his line early.
I say it every game. I'll keep saying it. First 15 minutes, you always want to feel out each other's side, but definitely you want to create a tempo and create some sense of urgency as well and get comfortable, get yourself into the game. You start defending in the first 15 minutes, you can easily get on the back foot and definitely can let an early goal in. So it will be very imperative here in the next 10 minutes for Kalamazoo to find their feet.
Kalamazoo pinned back in their own corner here. McConnell with time, decides to clear. Shaka lays it off very well to Manu, and he's able to carry forward. Manu looking for options, finds Evan Marquez. Marquez all the way out wide to Elliot Miller, who beats his man 1v1, is on his left foot. And he's able to keep the ball in. Miller. That's great pressure there by Miller. Just what you were talking to, a little bit of sense of urgency. Now they're able to, try to pin him here off their own throw-in. Scott on the throw. And a good flick there by Shetty to find Ty Usak. Plays the ball all the way over to his left mid. And a shot near post that beats Parker Smith early. Lansing Commons up 1-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, great service on that right side from Lansing. Definitely great flick, like you said, by Chetty there to flick it behind our back line. And, that's a little bit the vulnerability with running the three-back that we didn't touch a lot early in the season. It's just getting in between those outside spaces and delivering those service into dangerous areas. Good finish.
It was a very good finish. I think that attests to, adding on to what you were saying, their outside backs, while they're playing in a four-back, are still getting very high. That was their left back that just scored there, Seth Russ, their number 12. I feel because he got so high and it was a late run, that being a three-back, there's no one over there to cover him unless Ryan Halloran is coming all the way back. But because he's bigger, he's normally in the box waiting for a cross to come in because he's one of the guys that is there to clear that ball away.
Yeah, and it was just an attest to the pressure that they've provided in the first 10 minutes, making us uncomfortable. And, that's what happens when you make a team uncomfortable. We saw it on Friday night. We got 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and we see it happen here against us.
Now I'm interested to see the response by Kalamazoo FC just because they haven't let many goals in at home.
It's the first goal that we've allowed at home actually this season.
See, exactly. So now we've got to respond very, very well, especially it being early. The next 10 minutes will be imperative for them. Miscommunication there by Zohar and Delasio. Zach holds it up. Was able to play a ball wide over to Shirelli. Shirelli gets a service in. And ultimately cleared by Evan Miller. Scott. Manu going forward, driving on this left wing.
Beautiful turn by Manu.
Tries to get a service in. Deflected right into the arms of Nicholson. And he decides to distribute to Seth Russ, their goal scorer. Omar carrying forward. Russ gets a service in again. Far post. Oh, and what an opportunity there for Shirelli to, get some type of shot on goal. I feel he just hit it a little too early just because of the pace that he was running at to be able to get to that ball. Or not too early, excuse me. A little soft just because of how fast he had to run to get there.
I don't think he expected to be that open in the back post. Definitely miscommunication there between Baker and Miller. Inexcusable to have a man marked in the back post in their own 6. Another opportunity, definitely in Kalamazoo's favor there. Could have easily been 2-0.
So far, Lansing has figured out that swing over the top, right to left, left to right, respectively, is the way to break them down. But we'll come back to that in a second. Marquez coming into the box gets a left-footed service all the way over to Halloran. Halloran on his left foot and skies it over. But like we were saying, that 3-back, they've discovered how to, make Kalamazoo very vulnerable very early. Just that cut inside and the ball over to the back post after that 3-back shifts all the way over, and that late man always is there coming in. That's going to be very hard to deal with if the wingbacks for Kalamazoo don't track properly.
Not tracking and then proper communication, bringing the guy back to keep that shape and with the back line would be very important to avoid those chances for Lansing.
Ball on Zohar. To Lara. Lara tries a penetrating ball up to Straka. He's able to deal with it. Goes wide to Halloran. Halloran looking for options. Gets a service in. And Elliot Miller is able to pick it up top of the box. Unable to bring the ball down, unfortunately. Shetty Omar holds it up for Lansing. And then Bernardini tries to play a big ball over the top, but it's a little wayward. Goes out for a throw.
Miles, look at Lansing's shape here defensively. Almost into a 4. Looks like a 4-4 flat, and it's just deep. It's 30 yards from goal. It's going to be very... Makes it hard to break down when we want to press, but they're so compact. It makes it a little bit harder for us to press and also build with that shape.
Why do you say it makes it harder to press?
It makes it harder to press because there's a lot of bodies. Definitely more tighter areas, easier to create combinations and break out of that pressure when they're all compacted. And also with the cup, and look how it looks like they're shifting to a 4-3-3, which also can create more penetrating balls with our 3-backs.
Omar gets a good win there for Lansing. Oh, no.
Sounds like we're going to say that a lot today with Omar. It's like the third or fourth 50-50 he's won.
I mean, he's a big body. It's hard to contest with that. Mm-hmm. He's got to be, looking down on him from here, 6'3", 6'4", maybe? And it looks like we've got some subs coming in for Kalamazoo. It looks like Pepe Martinez is going to come in. I wonder where they're going to put him. We've got a couple subs coming in. It looks like Corona as well. Shane Lyons isn't liking what he's seeing early. Doesn't like being down. Going to bring on some guys with some more energy.
Yeah, definitely bringing in some guys will create a little bit more, hopefully more intensity.
Shirali over this free kick. Looks like he's eyeing goal. Right into the wall. Zohar able to find Manu. Now they try to counter. Big ball over the top. Tries to find Delacio. Oh, wayward ball by the keeper, though. Manu picks it up once again. Trying to isolate like he does. Decides to go with Spencer Straka. Straka clipped a little bit. Able to hang on to the ball, though. Zohar underneath him. Whips the ball in. Finds Manu by himself. Manu on his left foot. Manu takes a shot near post. I think he's got better options.
Halloran at that top of the 6 there was definitely the better option. Cut it back and puts it in a more dangerous position.
A good 1-2 there by Lansing, and now they're able to go forward. Cuts it back. Russell tries to get a service in, unable to get it. Daniel Silver picks it up. Finds Russell again. Lays it off to Marco Bernardini. And it looks like Hammers is going to get a service in and almost able to be dealt with by Shetty Omar, but isn't. Oh, looks like we got 4 subs coming in. We've got Corona, Pepe Martinez, Strine coming in the midfield, and then Cyrus Harmon coming in as well. And he's going to go up top for Spencer Straka. Now, I don't know if everybody out there has been watching the away games the past couple weeks, but Cyrus didn't play in the game the other night on Friday. But he has been playing very, very well for Kalamazoo FC. The away games that we had this past week, 3 goals in 3 games for him, 208 minutes played. So I'm curious as to how he's really going to impact the game, because I know he's a goal scorer and I know he likes to get forward. He's very tricky.
Yeah, Miles, in a game in the first 15 minutes. As a
Pepe Martinez, ball over the top. It's almost dealt with well. Ooh, and look at that. Almost an immediate impact.
Just creating some opportunities is definitely what we haven't seen in the first 15 minutes from Kalamazoo. I think these adjustments puts us in a better position to succeed. I'm excited to see the rest of this first half.
Corona able to keep the ball in. Stride on the ball. Goes wide to Lara. Halloran. Looking for options. Finds Pepe Martinez. Pepe driving into the box. And cross cut out. Lara picks it up once again. Corona. Baker. Baker again. And just decides to keep it. Tells his boys to slow it down. Halloran tries a quick release to Manu. Doesn't come off. Kalamazoo decides to swing back again.
And this is what we said about 10 minutes ago before the goal. Just keep the ball, get your tempo. You know, definitely calm the game down a little bit after those first early couple chances as we give the ball away there. And Lansing's on the break.
Usak going forward, trying to isolate, looking for Shetty Omar. Oh, unfortunately, a run in the pass by the 2 Lansing Commons forwards is mistimed and ends up goal kick for Kalamazoo. Velasio dispossessed in the middle by Omar. Awaiting his help. Finds Silva. Silva finds Bernardini. And the goal scorer, Seth Russ, goes all the way back to his keeper. And his keeper clears. Marco picks it up centrally. Back to Russ. And finds Omar trying to make a run forward. Parker plays out through Strine. Strine plays out through Lara. Ball back on Lara. McConnell. Baker. Good touch forward. Looking for options. DeLacio. And on different pages there. DeLacio. Big ball over the top to Halloran. He's onside. Good headed touch forward to be able to get a service in the box. Tries to beat his man. Ends up beating his man. Looking for options in the box. Oh, and unfortunately just barely behind Cyrus there. Out for a corner, though.
Looks like 2 guys, Pepe Martinez, Cyrus Harmon, making that same run, that near post run. I think if Cyrus comes and interchanges, Pepe makes that run, it creates a... I think that ball would actually find Cyrus's feet there in a dangerous position. And this is actually our first set piece. I know you touched it on earlier in the pregame.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it because, you know, Halloran's a big body, McConnell's a big body, and they're both great in the air. Ball in by Manu. Finds Baker, unfortunately unable to keep it down.
Looked like it came off of a Lansing player there.
Kalamazoo would agree with you, but the referees ultimately do not. Goal kick, Lansing Commons. Good win by Strine there. Picks the ball back up, finds Andres. Andres finds Pepe, unable to turn. Crowded out very quickly by Lansing. Manu with a great effort there to release Halloran going forward. Big touch, trying to beat his man. Halloran, first time ball into the box. Manu's able to pick it back up on that right flank. Manu goes byline, gets a right-footed service in. Sees Pepe underneath. Strine tries a shot.
Yeah, Miles, looks like in the last 5 minutes here since we've made those substitutions, definitely more urgency, more wanting to hunt the ball down, and definitely more opportunity, especially on that far right side with Halloran and Santos dictating the pace of play.
Manu tries a cheeky ball through to Cyrus, but...
Just one step behind offside.
Yep. And a wayward goal kick there by the Lansing Commons keeper, Nicholson. Halloran on the throw. Has that big one, tries to find Cyrus way up there. And not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all, especially because we now have another throw, and obviously Halloran has that big one. We can make a set piece out of it.
And I think that sometimes comes into play with why he's on that right mid side is because of that throw-in as a set piece. It's easier for him to make those throws there than a center back.
Manu gets a ball in. Oh, a bike almost attempted by Andres there. I think he had better options than trying to go for the spectacular. He had two guys behind him. I think he should have, or Cyrus, excuse me, should have called him off of it. Good pressure there by Lansing to try to keep Kalamazoo in, but dealt with well by Strine to be able to relieve that pressure. Halloran tries to play a big ball up top. Him and Manu on different pages. Talking it out now. Seth Russ. Oh, and ball dispossessed. Manu 1v1 with the keeper. Oh, and Manu's still fighting for the ball there. Oh, and that's very well done to win the ball back there by Alex Scott. After a poor giveaway, he had to get it back.
And definitely a golden missed opportunity there from Kalamazoo. I think the better option there, just slot Cyrus.
I would agree. He was ready.
You know, we said it Friday. Manu, he'll get those opportunities, especially when he passes, because then as a defender, you're going to trail off him.
I can't say that as a forward I haven't had tunnel vision in those situations before, because I understand. You know, you're in front of goal, you're looking to score, you pick your head up early, immediately try to go forward, just like Cyrus here. Is able to hold the ball up, gets a turn, and cleared by Lansing Commons. But as a forward, you get that tunnel vision. You know, you have the blinders on and all you see is goal. But most of the time, if you're playing with a second striker up there, like Kalamazoo is doing currently, you always have somebody to play that ball to. You always have somebody to help, period. And in now the second situation, I feel Manu has had a better option than trying to go forward and hit that shot. He could have played Cyrus, who, has an easy tap in from there. He's in great form. I'll put money on him to score. Oh, and a great flick over McConnell. Usak's away, 1v1 with the keeper. Usak goes near post, and a great finish after a great touch by Ty Usak.
That's
makes it
class.
2-0 for Lansing Commons.
That's absolute class. That first touch, just that awareness to flick it over McConnell and just go right around them right around him, and then the composure just to calmly slot it past Parker Smith the near post. That's one of the better goals we'll probably see this season. Great solo effort there.
It was a great solo effort. Now it looks like Manu Santos is coming off, and they put Vincent Jackson on, who has been in great form and had a great game the other night, so hopefully he can bring some energy as well. It looks like Marco Bernardini also came off for Lansing Commons. So it looks like Esteban Russell is going to move centrally with Silva. Cyrus dropping deeper to pick the ball up, trying to get involved. Pepe finds him back. Cyrus plays the ball through to Vincent Jackson, who is right behind the line and is offside. And a press started by Jackson.
And I think that's why Coach Lyons made that change with Cyrus and Jackson. Put pressure on the back line. We've seen some poor clearances in the first 20 minutes, and definitely can create some more goal-scoring opportunities, especially being down 2-0. Unfortunately, Cyrus dribbled that ball out of play. And Miles, I also wanted to attest the energy and the intensity. Like in the first 25 minutes, it wasn't there. And I don't know if that was due to the lack of, because as we see a foul there on Pepe, was that due to Friday winning in such a fashion where it was 5-0?
Jackson carrying top of the box. Gets tackled. I think it probably has a little bit to do with it. Coming off a high, had a nice, I don't want to say lackadaisical. Oh, a great ball in header by Halloran. Gives Corona a thumbs up like, hey, yeah, just lay it off for me in the air. I'll jump and go get it. He had 2 goals like that the other night with his head.
Yeah, Halloran's definitely been beating that left side of the Lansing defense here. Wouldn't be surprised if they try that later on in the first half.
I think they even potentially throw Manu over there because, like you said, Halloran's been, beating him every time he wants to go forward. And Manu, being the 1v1 attacker that he is, I feel like he might have a field day over there eventually when he comes back in. Lara dealt with well. Delasio underneath. Strine plays a big ball up to Cyrus. Cyrus gets a body on it. Ball with Cyrus. Corner of the 18. Goes byline. Beats his man. Gets a service in. Jackson. Halloran picks it up wide. Actually, he's going to let it go because he wants that set piece. He wants that throw in. Now it looks like we've got Sam Layton coming into the game for Kalamazoo.
Lansing Common substitution number 20, Najmeshki, and KZFC substitution number 16, Sam Layton.
I think Layton will be in that midfield. That's just a like-for-like change. He's very good at bossing the midfield, very aggressive player.
Like-for-like change and definitely winning more of those 50-50 balls. It's been what has made Lansing successful so far in the first half.
Now, as we say that, it looks like Shetty Omar is coming off. He's been the one winning all of those balls. A good flick by Jackson there, but right into the keeper's hands. Yeah, he's been winning most of those 50-50 balls, really, helping out with Lansing's success so far. And now that he's not there, I wonder how Kalamazoo FC is going to address it. Good clearance there by Baker. Pepe continuing to press. Good turn there. Tries to pin him in the corner. Another good turn by Ty Usak. Gets a service over to the far post. Dealt with well by Parker Smith. And lots of legs and bodies there. Ultimately cleared by Layton. That's a great opportunity there for Lansing Commons. Right now, Ty Usak is such a problem for that Kalamazoo defense. He is very, very crafty and very smart on the ball. Mara's able to carry forward, gets a nice little chip ball over to Halloran. Halloran looking for options, finds Vincent Jackson. Jackson's able to turn and carry, going centrally, looking for options. Gets a left-footed shot off, but unfortunately right into Andrew Nicholson's hands. Alex Scott. Over to Kyle Scott. Hammer. Close down by Cyrus. Is able to keep the ball in. Leighton. Corona. Pepe. Leighton. Strine looking for options. Lara. Halloran on the right wing. Trying to find something. Oh, and dispossessed there. Ball on McConnell. Baker carrying forward. Looking for help. Sees a through ball to Vincent Jackson. Vincent Jackson on his left foot. And a good block there by Alex Scott. Otherwise, Vincent Jackson's got himself a goal.
Yeah, great penetrating ball there by Baker. That's going to be the ball with that back 4-4 shape from Lansing that'll beat them, is that penetrating ball.
Leighton finds Pepe. Pepe able to dribble. Carrying forward. Pepe top of the box. Pepe on his right foot. Still going. Finds Halloran. Halloran looking for options. Tries to go byline, but too big of a touch. He's asking for the corner. Now it looks like another substitution for Lansing.
Number 7, Austin Haji.
It looks like it's going to be Haji going in for this. Going into this right midfielder role for Shirali. Halloran on the ball. A good ball over to Jackson. Jackson trying to get a service into Cyrus. Oh, a wayward clearance by Lansing. Picked up underneath by Corona. Corona picks his head up. Finds Cyrus again. Oh, too big of a touch. Able to deal with it well. Tries to dribble. Cyrus on his left foot. Cyrus with a beautiful slotted finish across goal. Well done.
The strength he had there to hold that ball up, the touch and composure he had to slide it across the keeper, that's a brilliant finish. Definitely, and you can hear the crowd getting into this game. Definitely, I think, will create the urgency here. We have 10 minutes left in this first half. And you said it earlier, Miles, he scores goals.
He does.
He
He's a
scored
goal
3
scorer.
goals last week, and we see his 4th goal of the season.
Out of almost nothing, too, he had that ball come right into him by Corona and then just a wayward touch straight up in the air. But like you said, he had the strength to deal with it well. Haji. Asking for help. Closed down well by Kalamazoo. Scott. Russ, the goal scorer. Tries to get another service in. Dealt with well by McConnell. And Jackson will start the press. They're going to go all the way back to the keeper, Nicholson. Tries to find Haji. Dealt with well by Baker. Haji going forward. Is able to play Usak. Looking for a service. Finds Russell, top of the box. Looks for him back. And just a tad too much pace on it.
And Miles, I want to say, as the ball just went out there for the goal kick, that goal by Cyrus was so impressive because his hips weren't even facing goal. He just, like you said, it was out of nothing. Angle was away from goal to slot that ball and find the left corner. I'm impressed. I'm up here in the booth. I'm impressed.
Goal scorers know where the goal is. It doesn't move. He doesn't need to necessarily have his hips open, and I think that probably helped that finish just because he wasn't in a good position to actually be able to take that shot on. The keeper's not expecting that shot to come in at him. Halloran tries to play a headed ball down to Jackson, but Jackson unaware that was the intention. Big diagonal ball there. Finding Cyrus way over on this left side. Great touch to get around his defender. Cyrus going into the box. Oh. Jackson. Corona. Looking for options. Finds Layton. Layton looks like he's going to have a hit. He does, and it is wayward. Into the trees behind the goal. Goal kick, Lansing Commons.
And that ball from McConnell to Cyrus or him to Halloran is going to be on point all game. One, because McConnell can hit that 40, 50-yard diagonal. And two, it definitely stretches out the Lansing defense, and it's been very successful with us getting wide and creating early service.
Good win there by Layton. Just like you said, when he was going to come in, he's going to be their ball winner. Pepe finds Jackson. Jackson carrying forward, has options. Decides to go alone. Jackson on his left foot, top of the box. Jackson continuing to go left side. Dealt with well by Scott. Scott gets the clearance. Picked up underneath by Strine. Oh, who slips, unfortunately. Silva. Russell. Back to Silva. Haji. Strine. Finds Cyrus essentially. Lays it back off for Strine. Goes wide to Lara. Strine again. Good tackle. Continuing to go forward.
And Miles, as the ball goes out there for a throw, and we have another substitution here for Kalamazoo FC. I think one of the halftime adjustments I'm looking forward to is quicker penetration and more urgency moving forward. When we're going slower and trying to keep the ball, we haven't really broken down Lansing very well in that back shape. They've been very organized back there. With our athleticism and our speed against their back line, it'll be very important for us to get the ball, press early, and create more opportunities out of the break.
I think we've seen it be successful so far, strictly with the goal by Cyrus. It was, like you said, a penetrating ball by Corona, right in there really early to try to catch everybody off. Haji able to beat his man.
It's the big ball here from Lara. Can he play that? There it is. Now we have numbers.
Cyrus going forward. Finds Jackson. Jackson tries to back heel to Pepe. A little too wayward. I think Jackson should just go on his right foot there. Layton puts his head down, whips a ball in. Far post, unable to be dealt with, though, by Cyrus or McGowan. Right into the keeper's arms. Oh, wayward pass by the keeper there. Unable to be dealt with by Pepe, though. Jackson starting the press. Ball on Baker. And since these changes, so far, Kalamazoo has really been bossing this game. Aside from the 2 goals, they have been, pressing better, keeping possession better, getting better chances going forward. Right now, it's just Lansing Commons have been playing on the break more than anything. That's the only opportunities they've really had. And on the break, here they go. Lansing FC into the box. Ty Usak tries a move to beat McConnell. Doesn't work out. And a service right into Parker Smith's hands.
Pepe goes byline. Oh, just saw it out there for Lansing. Bicycle. Ooh, definitely missed opportunity there. Pepe go for the spectacular, which we know he's capable of.
Leighton looking for options. Needs some movement there from his forwards. Tries to find a ball into Cyrus. Unable to get there. Picked up by Adrian. Goes wide to Corona. Stride underneath again. Looks for McGowan on that big service. Now Baker's able to carry forward. Defender in an unfamiliar spot, looking for options. Jackson looks for a 1-2 with Pepe. Pepe, right-footed shot over the bar.
But Miles, before when Pepe was on that byline, what made it so successful was Lara played Cyrus, Cyrus played Pepe, and it's just quick, easy transition. Lansing can't get back in their defensive shape, and when they did there, as you can see, we had a 20-yard shot. We didn't get anywhere into the box. I think that's the breakdown. That's how we're going to break them down, is it going to be off the break and off putting pressure on them for sure moving forward.
So you're saying that penetrating ball early, because of their shape being in the 4-4-2, right? They drop back, get really compact like you were talking about really early in the game, and because we play that penetrating ball early, it's able to skip their process of, actually trying to pack in. Ball over the top, tries to find Vincent Jackson, and he fouls his man trying to get to the ball.
But yes, Miles, 2 minutes left to go in this first half. I'm intrigued to see the adjustments we make going into halftime. And also, I think the transition has to be quicker.
Oh, foul there by Lansing Commons.
I think it'll create more opportunities and we'll put more, at least 2 in the back of the net in the second half.
Baker. And you can see there, like you were talking about, Baker picked his head up looking for that ball to try to penetrate. But now that Lansing's back in their shape, it's going to be difficult. They got to build. Pepe gets the ball, tries to go byline, beats his man. Pepe, right-footed shot into the box. Or service, excuse me. Corona with a quick throw, finds Pepe. Pepe able to turn, gets another service in. Strine. Looking for a service, goes byline. Gets the service off. Big one over the top. McGowan tries to lay a ball off for Cyrus. Leighton has a screamer. Oh, and that's not too far away. Barely over the bar. McConnell plays a big ball forward, trying to get something going right before the end of the half here. Strine picks it up. Corona. Cyrus able to turn his man, going byline. Looks for a service into the middle. Cyrus on his left foot. Cyrus has a shot and brought all the way back out to half field here. Ball able to be kept in by Lansing Commons, but Baker on it now. Good pressure there by the Commons.
And Miles, I think we've seen it a lot in this first half, and it's just becoming a little bit more unselfish in the final third. We reward our teammates' runs as we see Cyrus unfortunately go down.
Oh, and we could hear him scream immediately, too. I hope he's all right. He was just trying to run through on that ball and ran into his man. Definitely wasn't intentional.
He looks to be getting up. But back to my point, you know, Cyrus did great 1v1 there to be his defender. Can he slot someone just in at the 6 PK spot? He had 2 or 3 Kalamazoo players right there. Definitely puts it in a better position. It looks like we have ball
just a
situation
drop ball.
here. Yeah. It'll just put us in a better position, and it makes it easier for us. I think we had a few opportunities in the first half that we let slip away because of that.
And there goes the halftime whistle. So at halftime, after 2 minutes of extra time, we've got Lansing Common FC at 2, your Kalamazoo FC at 1. Now, I'd like to talk about the goals before we get out of here for just a second, Connor. What do you think the success for Lansing's goals were compared to Kalamazoo's single?
Creating opportunities with their urgency in the first 20 minutes. They put us under pressure early, and they scored off a cross and picking up the second ball. And then also just individual play and taking advantage of their opportunities. You know, Uzek, you know, had a great flick over and beat the keeper 1v1. And, you know, unfortunately, I think Kalamazoo dominated that first half from a possessional standpoint, also shots standpoint, if we're going that deep into the stats. But, you know, taking advantage of the opportunities and definitely capitalizing on them, puts them up 2-1 going into the break.
Well said, Connor. Well said. All right, so we've got Lansing FC 2, Kalamazoo FC 1. We'll be back in about 10 or 12 minutes to give you guys a recap of the first half once again before we kick off for the second. We'll be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the second half of Kalamazoo FC versus Lansing FC, and I am excited to see what this second half brings. It looks like Kalamazoo hasn't made any changes. Oh, wait, no, excuse me. They've made one change. It looks like they've got Corona way out on the left side instead, and Halloran back in on this right side. But aside from that, everything is exactly the same, 3-5-2 like they've been doing. Lansing has made a couple changes. Mainly just their left mid here, actually. I'm lying to you. I keep saying things. Just their left mid, number 3 right here that you see on the bottom of your screen is their main change. Number 3 being Boo Ray, who seems to be running off. Maybe he forgot something. Forgot to take off a necklace or some type of jewelry. But that's okay. So the second half will have lots in store for us. Connor was mentioned it briefly before we took that halftime break, that the success for Kalamazoo FC is going to be the penetrating ball before Lansing, right there, can actually get their shape set defensively. And because we had no changes, obviously, the personnel that was out there at the end of the half was working very well because we ended up getting a goal back. I'm excited to see what Shane Lyons decided to tweak for the boys to be able to go through. And it looks a great chest touch, unfortunately, by Cyrus, who continues to try to go forward. Who's bundled over twice. Oh, a good play out there by Haji, the 1-2 on the wing over there. Closed down by Corona and Layton, though. Ball still with Haji. A foul by Vincent Jackson.
Yeah, Miles, I expect in the first 15 minutes here for Kalamazoo to play with a lot of intensity and play higher up the field. Kind of push Lansing back on their heels, and we've already seen 2 or 3 balls try to go over the top there. I think we're going to see a lot of that here in the first 15 minutes.
That's iffy and it's risky just because of how Lansing got their first goal. It was just a nice whipped ball across a little diagonal where Seth Russ ultimately was there to finish. I just feel that, well, we'll come back to that in a second. Lansing FC driving forward, top of the box, shot over the bar. However, that's dangerous because, you commit numbers forward like that, especially being in a 3-back, especially already being scored on in the very specific way that you have to, try to beat a 3-back. Lansing have proved they can do it. So do they take the risk going forward, or do they try to, wait a little longer before taking that risk? Haji. Ball picked up by Halloran. Finds Cyrus. And Vincent Jackson. Left-footed touch. Vincent Jackson. Oh, ball cleared off the line. Oh. All right, Connor, but I think you were right, though, putting that pressure on very, very early.
Putting the pressure on early there, and Jackson was unfortunate there to not find Cyrus going across the 6. Great first opportunity here for a set piece to level things up here early in the second half.
And it looks like Pepe is going to be the one to deliver it. Ball with Haji. Strine carrying forward. Lara. Looking for options. Finds Strine again. Ball with Baker now. Corona, touch inside. Finds Layton. Layton, wayward touch. Able to find Strine with it, though. Strine carrying forward. Has a long shot and just barely over the bar. And you can see the frustration there by Strine, clapping his hands together. He wants that one back. Thinks he could have been better opportunity there. Good win there by Strine. Ball on Haji. Quick, though, by Corona. Cyrus coming forward. Has Pepe as an option. Decides to go it himself. Cyrus into the box. Cyrus on his left foot. Cyrus goes byline. Cyrus lays one off to Jackson. Jackson, and just barely on the outside of the side netting on that near post. That's a great opportunity there for Kalamazoo FC, and a great little bit of individual skill by Cyrus.
Yeah, we saw that in the end of the first half, him take on Lansing Common defenders 1v1, and definitely create a great opportunity there for Kalamazoo. I think if he releases a little bit early, Jackson can get his hips more across the ball there, but nonetheless a great opportunity early.
Seth Russ. Layton finds Pepe. Pepe unable to get to the end of that ball to try to release Jackson through. A good challenge there by Lansing Common forward Ben Meshke. Ball back on McConnell with Baker. Layton trying the big penetrating ball over to Halloran. Halloran able to take a touchdown. Now Lara gets involved and gets Layton involved. Strine finds Pepe. Back to Strine. And see, this is what we were talking about early. Lansing Common is very hard to break down once they actually sit back in their defensive shape, giving Kalamazoo lots of trouble being able to penetrate. Oh, but a good touch there from Cyrus to almost get away from his man, but is taken down, and this will be a great free kick opportunity right at the top of the 18 for Kalamazoo FC. Very dangerous spot here. And it looks like a couple people are behind the ball, but I'm thinking Cyrus is the one teeing it up.
Yeah, Cyrus got that foul committed on him, so he's thinking he wants to see what he can do with this free kick opportunity right outside the box.
It's going to be Jackson right into the wall. Doesn't get it high enough. Corner kick, KZUFC. And here comes Robbie Baker all the way from the back to get involved. Unfortunately, a little too far of a far post ball from Pepe. Looks like it's going to be another corner, though. He'll get a second chance.
And Miles, I really like that ball because the Lansing Common goalkeeper there couldn't really put his hands, couldn't really, contest for that ball. It was a very dangerous ball in that back post.
Strine coming short. Decides to not play the ball. Goes for the ball in. Oh, barely missed there by Strine. And McConnell, unfortunately, a weaker shot right into Lansing Common FC's keeper's hands. Good challenge there by Halloran. A little bit of a size difference probably helped him out. But the clearance going forward, unfortunately, isn't able to be kept in bounds. Jackson starting to press. Oh, and a little soft ball there back to his keeper, but fortunately for Lansing Common, Andrew Nicholson has a Great touch to get around. Ooh, and a flicked ball there by Jackson. Pepe running onto it. Pepe fighting there with the goal scorer. And he gets his clearance off. Halloran able to pick the ball up on this right wing. Looking for options. Decides to go with Pepe. Pepe going byline. Gets a service in. Near post ball. Oh, and Jackson almost able to get there. Strine closing down. Ball back with Strine. He's seeing a lot of action early this second half. Big ball over the top. It looks like Rosendale's on it. Oh, and well dealt with by Tutanji, the replacement for Parker Smith this second half. And a ball over the top to Halloran. Halloran looking for options. Gets a service in. Just a little too far. He's got no far post runners. Corona wasn't on the same page as him.
I think Halloran just overcooked that ball. I think he was trying to find Jackson and Harmon there right in the middle.
I think if he's trying to find them, it has to be a low hard ball across the box. Let's say it doesn't even get to them, right? You're just making it awkward, putting the extra bit of pace on it. Maybe something will come up. But it looks like Jackson's got the ball top of the box. Plays a lofted ball into Cyrus, unfortunately, isn't able to get to the end of that.
And you can feel the momentum shifting here in the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half. Definitely feel the momentum going to Kalamazoo here. Let's see how Lansing can respond with all the pressure here.
Oh, and a bad foul there by McConnell, and he's protesting too. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, so he tried to turn me.
It is a bad foul because it gives Lansing Common an opportunity for a set piece, and they've been on the back foot in the first 10 minutes. Definitely a cheap foul to give away.
It looks like it's going to be Trevor Togi over this dead ball situation here. I think he's definitely looking for Josh Rosendale, too. Big guy, far post. We know he can jump. Oh, and he finds him. However, not the connection he wanted as the ball was played a little bit behind him. Tutanji able to pick it up. Get an early throw out to Corona, who tries to find an over-the-top ball to Jackson. Jackson, who's onside. Jackson on his left foot. Gets a service in and can't get it past the near post of Andrew Nicholson.
It's a great early ball there for Corona to release Jackson there, and it definitely presents that counterattacking opportunity that we've been wanting to see Kalamazoo implement more of.
Leighton with a wayward touch. It looks like he may have clipped Rosendale there, but play isn't being halted yet. Cyrus Harmon going forward. Cyrus beats one tackle, continues to dribble into the box. Cyrus with his right foot drags it past the far post. I think Cyrus has a better opportunity there. Again, we touched on it, trying to find, your other forward in the box. It wouldn't have been the forward that I would have chose right there. If I was Pepe or a little square ball, I would be screaming at Cyrus. Hey, man, lay this ball off for me. You know I have the technique and the composure to finish this from outside the 18 as you're driving into the box. Just a little nice ball roll even. Doesn't need to be anything harder than that. And just let him, first time, curl one in. Oh, now it looks like Vincent Jackson's coming off, and Emmanuel Santos is going to go back up top with Cyrus. Looks like Pepe is going to be driving forward. Cyrus, onside. Cyrus. Oh, never mind. Not onside. Flag goes up. Lots of protests there by the fans. Yeah, you can hear them. Lots of unhappy people with that one.
We also see Lansing Common coach yell at that back line to figure it out, as an offside trap is risky to play. You're putting the game in the ref's hands there, and he's behind the play. Cyrus is in there. It's probably 2-2.
And here's where this penetrating ball should come. A little too much on it, though, for Pepe. Keeper's able to gather.
And Miles, if it's not a big ball in the channel there, as Halloran has a long throw-in into Pepe.
Pepe onside, hence it being a throw-in. Pepe looking for a service. Gets a low hard ball into the box. Manu Santos has a shot, but a very, very good block there by Lansing Common defender to cut out a good chance by Kalamazoo FC. Manu with the service in, far post ball. Finds Cyrus. Cyrus cleared off the line again by Lansing Common. Ball back out to Corona, who goes all the way back over to Manu. Manu trying to beat his man 1v1. Goes byline. Manu on his right foot. Unfortunately, can't find that final pass. What a clearance there off the line by Lansing Common.
They're hanging on to this lead by a thread, Miles.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just defend.
Absolutely. We have a long throw in here coming up for Halloran.
I imagine he's looking for Leighton here. And keeper's able to come and claim. And Connor, I see you gesturing with your hands over there. You think that throw-in should have been a little more direct?
It's driven. The driven throw-in there definitely takes the keeper, out of conversation for claiming that ball.
Corona working the ball with Leighton. And a through ball there to Pepe. Flag stays down. Pepe finds Manu on this right side. Manu trying to go left foot. Manu gets a curler off. Manu over the bar. Kalamazoo are really getting lots of opportunities here.
Manu did everything right there. Just needs to just keep his head down there and definitely strike more of the ball. Find that left post.
Yeah, he just couldn't wrap his foot around it as much as he would like. Good challenge and win there by Leighton. Pepe able to get the second ball. Picked up by Cyrus Harmon. Dribbling into the box once again. Cyrus. Cyrus beats his defender. Strine finds Pepe. Pepe looking for an option. Crowded out. Oh, Pepe with some very clean feet to get into the box. Pepe still going. Pepe lays it off for Manu. Manu, deflected shot into the goal. Kalamazoo FC. Manu Santos.
Brilliant 1v1 dribbling there from Cyrus Harmon, as well as Pepe picking up that second ball and then just delicately dropping the ball off to Manu. Unfortunately, the Lansing Common defender couldn't block that one off the line, and it's 2-2.
And the fans are excited about that when you can hear them jumping around in the stands. And how the game was going, just for momentum, I think it was due. It was coming. They had lots of good opportunities. The last time down the field, the ball cleared off the line, like you were saying. Just a nice deflected shot, threw everybody off guard. And sometimes you need a bit of luck in this game, and they got it.
And that's the luck Manu Santos needed. Very tricky 1v1 player. Kind of break the duck early in the season and get on the scoreboard.
I think, however, Pepe really opens up that goal because he didn't try to go for goal. We were talking about that during the halftime break, about just, being able to find that final pass and lay that ball off. Pepe understood. I think Shane Lyons probably said something at halftime like, hey, guys, play that extra ball, and it worked out that time. Goal scorer Seth Ross going forward and gets the foul. This makes for a very interesting last 25 minutes here, Con.
You feel the intensity. Both teams want the points. Both teams want to win.
Well, it looks like we've got 2 subs down there ready to come in for Kalamazoo FC.
Even though it's a friendly, they will not play the last 25 minutes very friendly, if you know what I mean.
Ball into the box. A great service as well. Oh, and then a miscommunication there by Lansing Common. Cyrus able to pick the ball up and driving forward. Cyrus has his 1v1 that he likes. Oh, unfortunately a wayward touch. Can't get the ball out under his feet. Oh, I would assume ref would play advantage there, but no foul. Manu, 1v1, tries to play a ball into Cyrus' far post. Doesn't get the whip on it once again. Unable to get it behind the defenders.
And Miles, I think Kalamazoo's done a better job on putting balls in more dangerous positions. Unfortunately, that ball wasn't connected there to Halloran. But putting balls in more dangerous positions and getting more penetration and dribbling. Dribbling to break down that shape and dribbling to pull Lansing Common defenders out of position has been very successful as we see two substitutions for Kalamazoo FC.
Looks like Evan Marquez and Straka are back into the game now. Manu starts the press, chasing this ball down. Corona on the throw. Ups go back to Baker. Strine. Oh, and Manu's able to pick the ball up off a great tackle from Leighton. Manu looking for options. Finds Straka. Oh, and Manu brought down top of the box. Oh, I don't know about that one.
I think the only reason why it's not given is that ball had a little bit too much weight. I don't think Manu would have gotten to that at the end of that ball. And knowing so, he went down.
Oh, and then another one, same thing. Just a little pullback.
That is a foul.
Yeah, because as we know, the opposite of your point you just made with Manu, we know Halloran's getting to the end of that ball. It looks like it's going to be Manu on the service. Get an in-swinger here. Probably looking for Halloran. Far post ball. Finds McConnell. Heads it down into the ground, but able to be collected by Nicholson. Haji on this right wing. Straka. Straka tried to hold the ball up, but crowded out. I think that's just a little bit of frustration there from Straka, wanting to hold the ball up and eventually committing the foul once dispossessed by Haji. Russ. Russ once again. Halloran picks it up. Finds Straka centrally. Manu. Manu leaves it. Evan Marquez now on this right wing. Finds Strine back underneath him. Goes to Leighton. Big ball way back over to Evan Marquez, who now opts to go 1v1. Tries to get a service in, lays it up to the far post. That's actually not a bad ball if he's got runners there.
Not a bad ball, but I almost wanted him to test the keeper there near post. We haven't seen him get tested at that near post. I think that would have been the better option.
It looks like we got a sub for Lansing Common, number 13, Mai Mai. Oh, a wayward pass back and immediately pressed by Kalamazoo. Halloran on the ball. Lots of urgency from Kalamazoo now, you can tell. Halloran's yelling at Vince to give him that ball after that throw. Oh, and possession given away cheaply by Kalamazoo. Ben Meshki able to hold the ball up well. Looking for help, finds Mahi Mahi. Oh, and a foul given to Lansing Common.
And that's Strine just wanting the ball. He's been hunting the ball in the second half. Been in great positions, great spaces to win the ball back for Kalamazoo. And we take a free kick quick.
Manu finds Leighton. Lays it back off for Manu. And they try to get another 1-2. Manu through on goal. Right foot. Manu across box. Ball still alive, top of the box, though. Leighton picks up another one and gets fouled about 20 yards or so out.
And that's that 1-2 combination we saw Friday with Manu, and this time was with Manu and Leighton. Beautiful clip ball, and we saw Manu shoot with his right foot. I think he's hearing us. He's hearing us and the fans. Great save from Lansing Common goalkeeper there, and almost put Kalamazoo up 3-2.
And now Manu's over this dead ball, too. Said, guys, back up. I want that one back. We haven't seen a free kick beat a wall yet today, though, so hopefully he can get the up and down. This is a good distance for it. Gets it up. Oh, and it hits the stanchion behind the goal. So close.
Lansing Common substitution, number 3, Ray.
And it looks like Boo Ray is going to come back in for the goal scorer, actually, Seth Russ, who has unbiasedly had a fantastic game today. Got a goal from left back. I mean, what more could you ask for right there? Your job's to defend, but hey, every once in a while you're able to go forward. When you do, you have to make the most of that opportunity, and he did here tonight. A good penetrating ball in there to Manu. Manu tries a through ball to Straka, but too much pace on it.
And I really like that ball because Halloran makes that run, and Lansing Common's going to drop off as we've been playing it. Manu slides into that pocket. I want to see more of that penetration from Kalamazoo.
Ball out wide here to Halloran. Halloran, a nice flick. And Halloran continuing. Gets the ball out to Manu. Manu tries to find him back. Halloran's going to have a first-time ball back into the box. Goes near post. Evan Marquez tries to get there. Unable to. Manu with a good body. Leighton picks it up underneath. Now it's Strine. Strine lays it off for Lara. Lara's able to slow the tempo down a little bit. Halloran outright again. Nice ball into the channel to Manu. Manu trying to isolate. Can't do it. Lays the ball off to Evan Marquez. Marquez finds Leighton. Leighton driving into the box. Leighton on his right foot. Leighton gets by. Leighton shot right into the keeper of Lansing Common. That's a good move there, though, by Kalamazoo FC. You can tell they're really going for it now.
I mean, last 15 minutes definitely have Lansing Common on the back foot.
Oh, and a bad header out there by Baker. Not many times we say that. Oh, and a great ball over the top there. Now dealt with well by McConnell. Ben Meshki almost got to the end of it. I just think he wasn't expecting it. Meshki on the ball again. A goal kick for Kalamazoo. Tutanji looking for a short option. He's not going to take it. Oh, I lied. He is. Lara. Good challenge there by Halloran. Layton picks it up underneath. Tries to find Straka. Just a little too much for him. I don't know if you guys like boot spotting as much as we do, but I noticed that Lara has those old CTRs on her. I haven't seen those for a while. Evan Marquez. Back out to Corona. Gets a service in. Halloran tries to get there. Just a little too high for him. And that's saying something because he's a big guy. Robbie Baker going forward. Lays the ball off to Straka. Straka looking for an option. Goes back to Corona. Corona tries another service. Cut out. Strine. About 30 out. Has a rip right into the keeper's arms once again. This time Baker elects to take the touch down instead of heading it away. Strine instructed to go this big ball over to Halloran. We're going to keep going his side. Plays a chip through to Manu. Manu's unable to get there. Oh, but a wayward attempt at a clearance. Comes back down to Halloran. Halloran tries to be cheeky and bridge his defender on that side, but goes out of bounds.
Miles, looks like we have 2 substitutions here for Kalamazoo FC. Looks like 15 minutes left. Look like this is telling me
they're going to go for it.
We're going to go for the win, absolutely. Getting Pepe, Martinez, and Cyrus Harmon in the game. They both have been very positive in their minutes on the pitch today. Let's see what they can do in the last 15.
Halloran with a big throw here. That one's more driven for you, Con. Oh, and gets that near post ball to Layton.
And the keeper did not come get it.
And now Manu going to run over and take this corner. Looks like we've got Andres Delatio getting ready to check in once again. Lots of space here at the near post and around the PK dot. Oh, ball tipped away by the keeper. Corona has a driving shot. Oh, and it unfortunately hits Cyrus and comes back out. But Cyrus is now through. Cyrus. Oh, flag is raised, however. It looks like
Lansing Common substitution number 6, Griffin Storm. And KZFC substitution number
Looks like Layton make way for Delatio. Layton played fantastic today, box to box, did well, winning a lot of the aerial balls and tackles, and definitely contributed to tying this game up.
I think that was a key to the success for sure. And now that there's a height difference in there in the middle with Andres and Sam, I'm curious as to how Kalamazoo are going to adjust their game accordingly. Because Delatio isn't really the ball winner that Layton is. Now, don't get me wrong, he brings lots of energy, lots of hustle in there, but it's just a different style of play. Whereas Layton, was more aggressive, a little stronger. Oh, and we have Manu here on the right flank. Manu on the byline on his right foot tries to cut back left around his man and ultimately goes out for a corner. Oh, a scramble in there in the box. Goes out for another corner.
A lot of bodies in the box, or that ball could have bounced either way.
Lar able to pick the ball up after a couple Juggling headers in the box. Oh, and it's going to be another foul, another set piece opportunity for KZFC.
Eventually, Kalamazoo has to capitalize on these. This is the 7th, 8th set piece we've seen in the final third here in the second half. If you're Coach Lyons, you preach that in practice and training.
Oh, far post ball and too high for Cyrus Harmon to deal with. Goal kick, Lansing Common.
And he's been the target on those set pieces from corners as well as free kicks. He's been that back post target that Kalamazoo's looking to find.
Strine able to win that header. And Corona, early ball to Cyrus Harmon. One-on-one with the keeper, and great feat by the Lansing Common keeper. Oh, what? Pepe picks the ball up now. Top of the 18. Pepe lays the ball off to Cyrus. Cyrus gets a shot off, and a great save tipped over the bar by Lansing Common goalkeeper Andrew Nicholson.
Yeah, Nicholson keep them in this game.
Yeah,
That's
he
his
is.
second, third save here in the second half to definitely stop Kalamazoo taking the lead. What a save.
Right now, I've got him as man of the match after 80 minutes. Another ball in. Finds Lara. Lara, free header. Unfortunately, can't capitalize on it. Ball goes all the way back to Tatanji. And a big ball over the top.
Miles, we have 10 minutes approximately in this match. What do you think Kalamazoo needs to do to get the breakthrough?
A little bit more composure going forward. Honestly, they have to take advantage of those set pieces, like you said. I mean, Lara, on that very last corner whipped in, had a free header far post. You had all the time and space, figure out what to do with it, and he just picked the wrong option. Oh, and now Pepe trying to get onto this ball. Makes it awkward for the Lansing Common defender and gets the throw in. Oh, never mind. He's able to keep that ball in. Pepe driving forward into the box. Now the fans are getting into it too, trying to will their Kalamazoo FC to find that last goal. Cyrus picks the ball up top of the box, is held up a little bit there. But yeah, just a little bit of more, composure in the final third. Taking a hold of your opportunities when they're presented. Now, I know they've got a lot, I suppose, in this last, 10, 15 minutes, but there's because there's so many, opportunities, Lansing Common is just packing their box.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what's going to happen. They're trying to hold this lead, but we'll come back to that in a second. Through ball to Cyrus. Cyrus gets a left-footed touch. Oh, and just past that near post. Again, composure and opportunities.
Nicholson did well there to block off that angle for Cyrus, but I think if he just strikes the ball under him, it's on frame. It's 3-2. I think he's just trying to pass it right around him. The angle wasn't there for that.
Well, it looks like Halloran's coming off and Jackson's going on. You think he plays out right? Where do you think they're going to put him? Is Shane Lyons changing shape here?
He might play out right as that pace to break down the left side of the defense, or he might interchange with Santos.
That's very true. I think your first... Oh, that's a good ball over to Haji. Haji beats Baker. Haji going byline. Haji cuts it back again. And Corona there to help.
I think if you're Haji there, you have to serve that ball. You haven't had the ball in the box the whole half. You have to serve it. You have to give yourself a chance, especially when they come few and far between.
I think they put Jackson on this right side because most of the time that Kalamazoo has been trying to go down the field, it was just a big ball to Halloran. We know Jackson's got the pace. Oh, and a wayward touch there by DeLacio, but picked up again by Pepe. Pepe, a through ball to Manu. Just a bit too much pace on it. That final pass every time for him has just been a little too much. And smart header back by Lara there to Tanji. Strine. And now, Strine. Lara. Jackson. Jackson gets a touch around him. DeLacio. DeLacio into the box. Oh, and it's going to be a corner kick. KZFC.
Well done there by Jackson to find DeLacio's feet, and great composure there by DeLacio to try to beat 2 defenders and give themselves an opportunity with another set piece. And Miles, you feel it. The crowd, they want this goal, you know.
Oh, keeper misses it. Lara tries to put a ball back into the box. Cyrus asking for the handball.
Now you feel a lot of, anxious and a lot of, the energy's a little bit gone. Last 5 minutes of the game, a lot of opportunities missed. Definitely would be nice to see us take advantage of our opportunities and go up 3-2.
Now it looks like Jackson and Manu have switched. Manu's out right now. Pepe on the ball. Pepe trying to dribble. Pepe forces another corner. I think they should switch up their corner routine here a little bit. Every time they've tried to go far post. Smack one near. Oh. Strine out to Lara. Lara closed down very quickly by Russ. Finds Jackson top of the box. Jackson looking for options. Goes on his right foot. Jackson still with the ball at his feet. Gets a chipped ball in. Punched away by the keeper.
Unfortunately, miss hit by Harmon there. Definitely wants that back. Free volley in the box. I mean, as a number 9, you can't ask
99
in this case, but you can't ask for anything better from an opportunity standpoint.
And a through ball to Cyrus. Cyrus is onside. He's not onside. That looked onside up here to me, Con.
Jackson and Santos were off. Cyrus wasn't off. That would be maybe why he called it, as they weren't even in the run of play. I don't know. But no, he was 3 yards behind the Lansing Common defender there. And Miles, I said that earlier. You're making that offsides. It's a dangerous game from both sides. Unfortunately, the call goes in your favor more sometimes than not, and unfortunately was against us there for Kalamazoo.
Jackson trying to hold the ball up. Oh, it looks like he gets. Oh no, he gets fouled. Yes. Okay. Played quick. Strine tries to play a ball over the top to Pepe. Doesn't get it. Crowd getting into it now. Oh, and the 4th official calls it all the way back here. Says we took the throw-in from the wrong spot. Or the dead ball, excuse me. Strine finds Pepe. Pepe's able to turn. Russ defending. Finds Manu. Back to Pepe. Seth Russ doing very well defensively here. Oh, gets by Pepe, however, but he's got help. That's what the second defender's there for.
Just that one-on-one ability, that I'm going to say it, that sauce, that 1v1 ability just to just to break down the defender. Pepe's great at to create opportunities.
And a ball into Cyrus Jackson.
It's in.
A diving header all the way to the far post. What a goal, Vincent Jackson! 3-2 in the 89th minute.
Set pieces, all the boys celebrating on the far side there, and what a delivery, what a header. Crowds into it. What a great way to end this match.
I thought it was done after Cyrus missed his header, but Jackson was there ready.
A lot of bodies in the box there. Nicholson couldn't see it, and what a great, fortunate turn of events there.
I mean, we were talking about it. Set pieces last game. I attested to it in pregame. I wanted to see lots of set pieces this game. There have been lots of set pieces. However, just no opportunities taken from them except for the critical game-winning one here in the 89th minute. What a header there by Vincent Jackson.
And eventually, with the amount of set pieces Kalamazoo is generating in the second half, you have to take advantage of at least one or two. You just have to, as we see Straka come on here for Harmon, bring on that intensity here in the last 2 to 3 minutes for stoppage time, and what a great way to go in front. Jackson breaks the duck here at home and lots of opportunities. Great to see him get a goal.
Well, it looks like Shane's yelling at everybody to go to a 4-back. Now Jackson holds the ball up for Straka. Straka able to beat his man, and he's going to continue to go forward. No game management here. Gets a service into the box. Oh, it almost gets all the way through. Pepe asking for a handball there. Ref is in a good spot, though. No call. I think I would like to see Straka just go to the corner there to see this game out. I mean, he's a big body. He holds the ball up very, very well. It'll be tough to get the ball off of him in that corner. Oh, and a very wayward pass by McConnell, who immediately apologizes to Corona. It's cheaply given away here, especially when Lansing Common are trying to go forward for this goal. And a great ball in by Haji, but dealt with well by Tutanji.
And Miles, when Shane Lyons goes back and watches this film, I think he'll have some words for you to say on going to the corner. That's not the style of play we've seen in the first 2 weeks. Foot on the pedal, keep going forward till we hear the final whistle.
It's just game management, and maybe that's just my personal philosophy. When I play a little bit, I'm a little petty. Like I'm going to be honest. I'm going to that corner. I don't want you to potentially have this ball back. I'm strong enough to hold that ball up, so I know I'm going to try.
Great ball
it.
into Manu here.
Manu going forward and doesn't go to the corner and gets a service in, but not enough pace on it to find Straka. Corona on the ball. And it looks like here Lansing Common might just be out of gas. They're not chasing the game as much as I thought they would.
And that's what happens when we defend. They defended the full 45 minutes really here. They had that one opportunity, late in the second half, and that they've had to defend for their lives here in the second half as we see another ball go over the top.
And this one right to that corner flag. Good composure there by McConnell. And another big ball over the top. This time Pepe's trying to run onto it. And a header back out of bounds by Corona there. Good step there by Shrine. He's been all over the place today. And he continues to chase this ball down. Just good effort there by Shrine, who now opts to hold the ball in the corner. Goes back to Manu. Manu finds Straka in the 18. Straka to Vincent Jackson. Vincent Jackson gets a turn on his right foot. Unable to get through. Straka holds the ball up some more and just goes back. 94th minute.
There we have it.
And there's the whistle. Kalamazoo FC 3, Lansing Common FC 2 after a, I must say, fantastic game from a neutral perspective. Lots of goals, lots of back and forth. Very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, Miles. Lansing Common, all respect to them. They came in here on the road and they went up 2-0 early in the first 20 minutes. And, what were the adjustments Kalamazoo had made? We asked them what was going to be the response. First time at home being down 2-0, what was the response? And the response was create more urgency, create more opportunities. Cyrus got us to 2-1 before the break. And then, the second half was just all about pressing and doing what we do best. Press, create opportunities and set pieces, and we got the winner on a set piece. Great result for Kalamazoo here at home, and great match.
You are absolutely right, Connor. You hit a nail on the head with that one. So, some parting words before we go. I'd like to give a big shout-out to our sponsors. We have Denoyer Chevrolet and U.S. Cryotherapy, always keeping our boys refreshed and good to go. And, man, they'll probably need some cryotherapy after this game, so I hope you guys are ready out there. So, we've got Kalamazoo FC 3, Lansing Common FC 2 after a fantastic back-and-forth game. Lots of adjustments made. Kalamazoo starts down 2-0. Cyrus Harmon gets him a goal back. And then we have 2 goals again in the second half. One, a beautiful layoff by Pepe for Manu, and that ball just trickles over the line. And then a great header at the death in the 89th, 90th minute by Vincent Jackson as the game-winning goal. Again, KZFC 3, Lansing Common FC 2. And the next time you'll hear mine and Connor's beautiful voices on the mic will be against Inter Detroit. Actually, it's a 3 p.m. kickoff instead of, later in the game, so hopefully we've got some sun for that, and that'll be on June 5th. We will see you guys then.